Hello, and welcome to another update video about the NASDAQ. I think it's time for a NASDAQ update. Just want to start in the larger time frame. This is the NASDAQ futures chart. It shows us that we are really close to the end of a long-term top. Maybe it's already been struck. You might remember from previous videos that I highlighted that I assume we are either at the top already or very close, and that I don't necessarily expect much continuation in the bull market. Maybe I was a little early with that warning. I think it was in April. But so far we haven't been bearish yet on this channel. We haven't started to be bearish, I should say. Bear in mind, I'm also covering the S&P 500 on a daily basis in our stocks and S&P 500 service. The link is in the description. It's the Patreon link. I don't cover the NASDAQ there. It's just too much unless it's something like today. But they move together to a certain degree. And also on the S&P, we are either very close to a top. Now we can't rule out that there will be another low, or the low. Or no, it's been a crazy day. We're either very close to a top, or there might be one more high, or we've topped already. So it is more about getting the perspective that the risk in the market is extremely high. The risk in the stock market, specifically tech stocks, I'm counting several tech stocks complete already, like for example, Netflix is one of them. Many others could have topped, they might see another high. Bear in mind, bull markets don't end in a day. It's typically a bit of a story that's unfolding. But yeah, I think the bottom line is we are very close to a long-term top. This is a 5-wave move up here on the NASDAQ futures chart. And if support breaks, then we have to prepare for a long downturn. And I've only sort of sketched out here how this could look like. We would see an initial ABC structure, which would be this A wave, then a large B wave, which might even overshoot. Okay, we might even see new all-time highs in a bear market. Then we could get a C wave down. Just noticing here that I need to change the wave degree of this one. Let me just try that. Need to change a couple of wave degrees here, or it's getting confusing. Yeah, ABC in wave A, then this B wave. You cannot predict an overshooting B wave, but they tend to happen in today's markets. And a C wave down of a larger A wave, then another B wave, and another C wave down. So these C waves are really what's gonna feel really bearish. Okay, and then there will be B wave rallies towards the end of these C waves here. There are opportunities typically, even on the long side, even in a bear market. But yeah, at the moment, it's all about what's happening in the short term. So again, such a move down, it doesn't come unexpected. I didn't expect that much of a rapid move without a clear setup to the downside. But again, the risk is high in the stock market. I've been warning for months about something like that. Now, to pick the absolute top, it is difficult. I'm not trying to, but I have to highlight where risk is high, where we have to be cautious. And so far, the market has been holding the support levels also on the NASDAQ. This is one more support area I've got here on the chart, against which we could technically still focus on higher prices. But this would be only valid in the yellow wave count, in which we're dealing here with some kind of a diagonal pattern for one more high. But I think it all depends now on the next rally. Let me explain. If we go to the 4-hour chart, we are dealing now with a 3-wave move down. A lot of, this could turn into a 5-wave move down, but we have 3 waves only. Today's markets often move in 3-wave movements. Now, this was different like 15 years ago maybe, but we are now in a target area for a C wave. So it's bounced off the 1.236 extension. We could see the start at least of a B wave rally from here. It's all about the structure of the next rally. So if the next rally is corrective, I'm watching this area here, then it could really be that a top forms here. So if the rally is corrective, resistance is between 19,126 and 20,180. The market ideally stays below it. And if we then see a first 5-wave move down, just a micro 5-wave move down and a corrective rally, then there's a short trade setup from there. I wouldn't normally try to short a B wave rally because these can overshoot, or it might turn into a wave 5 to the upside. So I think my stance hasn't changed. We're very close to a long-term top. I don't expect massive continuation of the bull market. I've said it often enough. We're very much overstretched. At the same time, I'm not really bearish yet, even though sort of, it's a process, even though I think we're starting to roll over, but I cannot dismiss one more high. On the S&P 500, my stance at the moment is that we've topped. But it will have to be further confirmed by the next rally. And if the next rally is, as per the white count, an ABC structure, then we should really stay below resistance, or well, at least not break above it. And it will depend on this rally. And if we then see the first micro 5-wave move down, so it would be, it could simply be like wave 1 of 1 or something, right? Then this could be the start of the C wave down, which might send us, this is probably actually too bearish here, 1 second. We might even in this move down not even break the orange support region, but it would still be a short trade setup, okay? So even this one too, be great short trade setup, but we need the 5-wave move down now, at least then from an Elliott wave point of view. Now, you can trade this different ways. Elliott wave might just give you a bit of a context here, but bear in mind the next resistance area is here. We might not have really started the rally, but it's ripe for, let's say it's ripe for a B wave bounce now. And if we get a bit of a 5-wave move up now in A, then the B wave pullback could be an opportunity to trade the C wave up or something more bullish, right? So it's all about the structure of that next rally. But again, this is just a video. We can't really dive into the micro structures. They are very fragile. It's more about understanding we are very close to a long-term top. The top might have been struck. A 3-wave move down doesn't really give us that clarity yet. So it depends on the structure of the next rally, which for any trader would then guide the trader's next actions and decisions. Yeah? But bear in mind, if we get into this area there, the risk will be high again. Now we are in a support area, but the risk will be high again in this resistance area. And then it's all about watching how the market reacts to these pivots here. And if we see any 5-wave move down from there, which could then send us down to maybe 15,000 next, and then it will unfold further. So that's the update about the NASDAQ. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500, as well as regular updates about stocks, feel free to check out our stocks and S&P 500 service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.